I thought the system would fix this, but it didn't. This is in regards to our speed and strength classes. The first thing that we noticed was the chaos. So we had a good working product, and the same thing we run on our lesson sides where we do one-on-one baseball and softball, we do the same thing on our gym side. The chaos was we were getting the people to come through and raise their hand and they're interested in the classes, but we weren't getting them to stick. And we kept getting what we call churn. So churn is when people like drop off from the service and they would ghost us, no response. They wouldn't come for the second or third workout. And we're trying to figure out like what was going on right there. So the next thing we did was founder involvement. So that's when we were the founders. So it was me and Jose, the founders of the Institute. We started being more hands-on in the classes to figure out like where the drop-off point was happening. And then the light bulb went off. It was like, oh, the onboarding wasn't clear on what the standard or expectation that the parent was going to be delivered. Once we were more involved in the process, we can kind of see that customer journey from the consumer side. And we realized the drop-off was happening right on the assessments. And the biggest difference I can tell you is we're communicating with the parents, letting them know what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what they expect going forward. So now when the parents were actually watching and seeing the classes, people starting to return for the second, third, fourth classes, and that's when we started seeing them stick more. That leads me to a stable pattern. So the pattern that we started seeing is once we started taking on the onboarding and being more hands-on with the parents, they were actually coming for multiple classes, and then they started asking about pricing. And so the biggest tweak we did was the customer journey, making sure we're more hands-on and direct and setting clear expectations of what the results that their kid was going to get. Last thing was systems. So once we figured out where the bottleneck was, which is like the onboarding and the assessments, we started building systems and processes around that to make sure they knew exactly what they were going to do right after that to book that first session to get them some momentum. Make sure you follow for more tips.